He wanted to be a pilot, and everyone thought he was wasting his time. They're like, what, are you going to fly? You going to fly people around like a bus driver? They said he was like a chauffeur of the sky.
I mean, yeah, that's what they are.
It's true.
Yeah.
But there's nothing you could be in their eye. Like, even if you're a doctor, they're like, what, are you going to be, a meat mechanic?
Yeah.
You're going to be changing out parts?
You're going to be touching poor people's penises? Is that what you want to do, you pervert?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be flying these people around. You're supposed to be building them condos they cannot afford to live in.
Yeah.
And pushing them out of their neighborhood.
You don't need to go to school to stick your finger up a couple of butts. We've earned it. What is that?
What?
Mosquitoes are everywhere in the summer. I love the summer.
Are they in here?
Well, there's a bug. I'm just calling it a mosquito.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, I want to eat.
Oh, yeah, there's a bug.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Get the cat in here.
Do you have one of those electric fly swatters?
I would love that.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Molly had an ingenious trap. She set up, those mason jar, saran wrap, rubber band, and then like vinegar and soap. Mm-hmm. And then you poke the holes. Mm-hmm. So the flies are attracted to that. So she put 3 around the swatter and then just had it connected to the wall so it's turned on all the time. And it's just like a death pillar. It's like a tennis racket of death.
Oh.
So it can just stand in the thing on.
Got it.
So they're all like, ooh, vinegar, soap, num 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 num. It was so cool. I was just hearing it like.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You gotta get a salt gun.
Salt gun. It sounds like we got.
We
have like a salt turret, basically.
Yeah.
We have a mechanized turret for these guys.
Yeah, it'd probably be bad for the pets. Just salt.
Well, because it would be impossible for me not to shoot them with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. We had a salt gun at one of my places in AZ. It was sick.
Pepper gun.
Pure salt.
Pure salt.
You know what they are?
Hmm?
It's like a shotgun, but it shoots
yeah,
salt.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I've heard of them. I think exclusively from you.
Oh, nice.
All right, should we do it?
Yeah.
Should we jump in? Let's jump in.
What is that cookie cup?
The Good Batch. It's where me and Molly met.
You met?
No. Yeah, we were both working as servers.
I'd like to see you as a server.
I'm a good server. I catered.
Okay. That's different.
To your every whim. It is different. Yeah. It's
Catering
harder.
is good. You can make good money.
I made like $100 tip once.
Yeah,
but then I got used to it. And then they didn't tip me, and I'm like, I hope their marriage fails. I hope they get a divorce.
Jeff Wiles is like a crazy bartender for catering events. He
yeah.
He does like Jay-Z's white party. He does like celebs.
Wow.
Yeah, he does big, like the big
He
parties.
might be subpoenaed for Diddy's trial.
Yeah, I know. We'll see what happens. He's got one more verdict left.
Yeah, he got off on sex. He's not a sex trafficker.
Okay.
But he did get charged on some lesser sexual crime.
Is the verdict in he's not a sex trafficker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't know what the other 2 were.
Yeah, wait, let me look it up. Acquitted of the most serious crimes, racketeering and sex trafficking that could have landed him life in prison. He was found guilty of only... I hate this, dude. You try to read and then all the ads show up.
Yeah.
He was found guilty of only transportation to engage in prostitution. What does that mean? Like renting a bus?
Yeah.
To
calling an Uber?
To get his boy's dick wet? I don't understand.
Wow, that's quite the win for Diddy.
That is the win. It's funny that he didn't get sex trafficking, but he was...
What about the
probably
footage?
caught in some traffic to have sex.
What about the footage of him beating his girlfriend?
No, it's AI, brother. Everything can be chalked up to AI. It's funny that technology has gotten so advanced that it's actually probably hurting criminal cases now.
Like,
because it was like that Mulaney bit. You see a big pool of blood and you're like, ew, gross. Can't do anything with it. Then you could DNA test it. But now we're at the point where you could fake a lot with technology.
Like the MS-13.
Right, with the knuckles.
Yeah.
Didn't even have hands, that guy. And they not only photoshopped hands, they gave him tattoos. Yeah. It just seems like it's worse now, almost.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, they're just in
It's
court.
like full circle.
Yeah.
Diddy beats Rico. Now who's she? All right, brother, let's jump into it.
All right, hit me with your secret sib.
Today we're covering a sibling of one of America's royal families, and similar to Elliot Roosevelt and Rosemary Kennedy, Fred Trump Jr. Was deemed weak by his family, in this case for his alcoholism, and he was shunned because of his substance abuses and also for his love of flying.
They hated him for flying?
They hated him for being a pilot.
Okay.
If God wanted us to fly, he would have given us wings. What he did give us was hands so that we could draft up real estate development deals and sign them. Do you know anything about Fred Trump Jr.? I'm guessing no. He died when he was 42.
Really?
Yeah, of alcoholism.
He's dead?
Yeah, he was Don's older brother. He's the eldest son of Fred Trump Sr.
Okay.
Who is the guy who built all the wealth and all that shit.
Well, Donnie doesn't drink.
Donnie don't drink because
Yeah.
Freddie partied hard.
Yeah.
Actually, Freddie didn't even really party hard. It was like when he was in college, he wasn't drinking that much. I think he was like a sad drinker.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
bet.
tough. Like he
Yeah.
did drink in college, but it wasn't. No one.
Yeah, I was alone.
No one clocked anything. We'll see. As we get into it, his life and his trying to work with his dad, it was tough. So, yeah, he seemed like the opposite of Donald Trump. He had no interest in his father's real estate business. He could and loved to read, and he liked to drink. So he really was the opposite of Donald. All right, here's one of my facts. Fred Trump Jr. graduated from Lehigh University in 1960 as the only non-Jewish member of Sigma Alpha Mu,
Whoa.
also called SAM. There's some speculation that he joined the frat because of his dad's anti-Semitism and he was trying to get back at him. Some claim this is also why he slept with so many members of the basketball team. Yeah, he was the only non-Jew. And Fred, as the only Gentile of the all-Jewish frat, got the job of treasurer, which
That's
was
so funny.
which was their way of hazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he's got to be good with numbers. If all the Jews are like, you
I
can
don't know.
do
They
it.
probably went bankrupt. He was drunk the whole time.
No,
Like,
he just-
how many times they read, Fred, where the fuck's the money? He's hammered.
At the bottom of this bottle.
Yeah.
He's got Jaegers. He's got, you ever see those guys at the in dorms? Well, I guess not.
Yeah.
And Section 8 housing or whatever you were in when you were 22, with all the Jaeger bottles lining the windows. You ever
No.
go into a douchebag's
I
apartment?
mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Like that's like their prize. That's like their ship in a bottle.
Right.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
they're like wrestling trophies.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just have Jaeger bottles
Yeah.
of nights past, glorious nights past.
I remember that one.
Yeah, so he was the only guy in the all-Jewish frat. Pretty cool. The Jewish frat kind of arose because they, you know how hazing, like, it used to be crazy and stuff, and people talk about it, and so now we have all these rules. Well, it used to be insane. Like, people would have multi-day wars, basically, between the classes, the sophomore and freshman in New York. I mean, anywhere, really. But it was the closest, like, white collegiate kids had to gang violence. It was like the kayaks and the boat shoes, the Crips and the Bloods, the catamarans and the buoys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In the pontoons.
In the pontoons, yeah. Yeah, they would play like Capture the Flag or King of the Hill, but over multiple days, and they would have like brawls in the streets that would turn into riots.
Like the, I just had it. The play, the book, Pony Boy, Golden Boys.
Oh, Outsiders.
Yeah, the Outsiders.
Yes, yeah. Did they all brawl on the street?
Oh, yeah, they brawled. The whole thing's them brawling and
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah, so they all fucked themselves up, and the Jews were like, I just want to kind of hang out and play ping pong.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I mean, use your strengths.
Right. They're also like, we've kind of done the brawling thing for
Yeah.
eternity.
We always lose. So
yeah, we
know
tend to lose and have to leave.
Let's go chill all by ourselves.
Yeah.
I think there was another frat. Wasn't it called Sigma Schmear?
Well, their main rival was Sigma Sigma,
Okay.
SS. The Luftwaffen. You want to hear the names of some of the founders?
Bagel Diamondstein?
Which is not anti-Semitic. I'm just naming them.
Yeah.
Lester Cohen, Adolf Fabus.
No, that's
It's tough.
unfortunate.
That's
It's
tough.
also that this wasn't pre. Oh, the founders.
This was pre.
Yeah.
Adolf was still kosher.
Yeah.
Also, it's with a PH,
Okay.
if that makes a
You have
difference.
to say that every time, though.
Adolf PH.
PH.
With a PH. Actually, just talking about Fred Sr. and, like, I don't know, anti-Semitism and stuff, he, in 1927, was Fred Trump Sr. in 1927 was detained at a KKK rally.
Whoa.
And later on, all the family members are like, no, he probably wasn't with them. He was too busy working. He wasn't really involved in politics. So I love that. That's why they said he wasn't there. They're like, no, he had too many meetings.
Yeah.
It's not because he disagreed. He's a busy man. He's a
He would have
busy
loved
guy.
to if he had a moment of spare time.
Yeah.
He'd be the Grand Wizard if he could get out of his lunch meetings.
yeah, but he would.
He talks about it all the time, but he's just so tied up.
Yeah, you'd see him eating pasta over contracts. You're like,
Yeah.
when does this guy take a break to
Yeah.
go lynch some
He
people?
wishes he was detained. That's his dream.
Fred was a pilot. He tried to work in the real estate business with his father, but his father was just so, I don't know, it was his way or the highway, basically.
Yeah.
And Fred is kind of this rich, spoiled kid. And so he's pitching like rich, spoiled kid ideas. He's like, all right, for this new building, we need all new windows. And the dad's like, well, that's going to be way too expensive. He's like, we need new appliances, Nest cafes for everybody.
Yeah,
and this,
yeah.
he's like, that's crazy.
Chocolate milk drinking fountains. Come
yeah,
on.
exactly.
Jewish concession stands in every apartment.
Right. All kosher popcorn makers.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Capers, locks, let's go.
Yes. He had the original idea to put Trump on the name of the buildings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so kind of like a Theo Hardin situation.
Oh, about him actually going in front of the curtain?
Yeah,
or
I think that was
curtain?
what Theo did,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think Houdini was behind the curtain.
Yeah, so that was originally Fred's idea, and then Donald just ran with it.
Oh,
now we got
nice.
Trump Bibles, Trump steaks.
Yeah, Trump, there's a new fragrance out.
Trump butt plugs. What's the fragrance?
I like swiped immediately.
Oh, okay.
It was like my new fragrance.
Golden
It's funny
Eagle.
when Trump goes serious because he does a commercial and he's like all dolled up and even more orange. And he's like, my new fragrances are out. They're good for the whole family. And you're like, what?
The whole family?
Yeah, you're switching from this weird, crazy guy to commercial Trump. That's the funny part. Is to see him dolled up where it's like...
Where he's selling. He's in sales mode again. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, we don't forget. A lot of people are going to buy him, I'm sure. We should buy that, actually.
I'd like to buy it.
Yeah.
It's for the whole family. Why not?
Yeah. I mean,
This
Christmas...
is a family podcast.
Yeah, my birthday's coming up. Your birthday's coming up.
My birthday's coming up.
When's your birthday? In a month-ish?
July 21st.
Yeah.
Send me some fragrance.
All right.
What does it smell like?
Let me look up the flavors.
It's McDonald's.
Bricked.
You can't even Google?
No, internet.
I'm just picturing like a Dior commercial, but instead of Johnny Depp, it's Donald Trump.
It's him jumping into water.
Yeah, a big dive.
Cannonball.
All the water
Yeah.
splashes out of the pool. It's totally dry. He's just flipping at the bottom.
Okay, it's $250.
You're gonna love the way you smell.
Oh God! Just tell me it's
$250.
$250.
God damn! I better get a seat in his cabinet for that.
Okay, so this is a description on the fragrance website. Says it's designed to capture confidence, beauty, and unstoppable determination, offering a sophisticated and subtly feminine scent. So you're gonna be confident, smelling a little bit like pussy.
A little bit, yeah, just a little. Probably has a little whiff of iron in there for the blood from his ear.
So I guess it's just labeled women as a blend.
The women is the blend.
Trump's fragrance, women
and men.
Vanilla, gardenia.
Reinforcing his executive order that there are only two. Well, I was wondering, there are 2 scents for one for a guy, one for a lady. Because it would be awesome if he did an all-gender perfume.
Yeah. It says...
We're not that different, actually. Good smells good.
Yeah, anyway. We have to get some.
Yeah, we should get some. But the kind of biggest thing to know tragically about Fred Trump Jr. is that, by the way, I was listening to this audiobook that his son did, and it's read by the son. So his son, Fred Jr. the third, there's a chapter that's like him being born, and this is how he starts it. He goes, then something really important happened. I was born. I didn't slide into this world so much as I stomped out of it.
Oh, my God. The Trump ego is in every one of them.
Yeah, he seems like a relatively level-headed guy, and then he's like, and then I was born, and time began. I stomped out of it. Yeah, my mother's vagina exploded.
Yeah, but she didn't even know she was pregnant. I just decided to be.
And I got the keys to the biggest high-rise in Manhattan, and life was good. He did say...
She had a T-section, you know that?
all of my siblings and family, we insist on the T. All right, yeah. So he wanted to be a pilot, and everyone thought he was wasting his time. They're like, "What are you gonna fly? You gonna fly people around like a bus driver?" They said he was like a chauffeur of the sky.
I mean, yeah, that's what they are.
It's true.
Yeah.
But there's nothing you could be in their eye. Like, even if you're a doctor, they're like, "What are you gonna be, a meat mechanic?
Yeah.
You're gonna be changing out parts." You're going to be draining oil from a man?
You're going to be touching poor people's penises? Is that what you want to do, you pervert? Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be flying these people around. You're supposed to be building them condos they cannot afford to live in.
Yeah.
And pushing them out of their neighborhood.
You don't need to go to school to stick your finger up a couple of butts. We've earned it.
Yeah. I poke them right in the butt. That would have been a lot.
Way more fun.
Way more funny.
Like,
these women, they just let me poke them in the butthole.
Yeah. They don't say a word.
Poke them in the bussy. If Trump was gay, I grab them right in their bussy. Yeah, so they didn't respect him at all for flying.
What, did he go into Did he go to pilot school?
Yes,
okay.
he was a pilot for a little bit.
For
with
who?
TWA.
Oh wow, this is a long time ago.
Yeah, 1990.
Isn't this where Catch Me If You Can was?
I don't know. It was
TWA?
a big airline. It was Trans World America or something.
That might have
like
been
that.
Catch Me If You
Which,
Can.
by the way, is what New York's going to be if Zoran's elected mayor.
Whoa.
Trans World.
Call him Mom Daddy because he's both.
New water park coming to fucking Staten Island. courtesy of Osama Mamdani.
New water park.
Yeah, Transworld.
Oh, Trans.
It's gonna be called Transworld, and you're gonna see just a bunch of like kind of fat tattoo people doing flips in a pool, and then there's gonna be a big documentary about it about their abuse. But he was fired from TWA
Being drunk?
for being drunk.
Yeah.
And imagine how drunk you had to be in the 60s to get fired as a pilot.
Yeah. He definitely, well, this is what happened, is you threw up in a cockpit too many times.
Yeah.
They were like,
3-strike rule, Fred.
Yeah.
You
Come
gotta
on,
go.
Man. That's a $200 fee.
I'm picturing him just like running on the tops of the plane wings, just like from plane to plane, or like filling his mouth with vodka and just shooting it into the jet engine.
Yeah.
Hey guys, watch this.
Yeah. You ever do that with Axe body spray, the lighter on the Axe?
Oh yeah.
Use the flame. That
Oh
was
yeah,
probably what he was
but
doing.
the vodka trick though.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fred, we're
just
flying. You can't do that.
Yeah.
There's no door.
Put your head back in the window.
Yeah. He's like, dude, this is nuts.
This is sick. No, dude, he was.
You think Tara likes me?
He was actually falling asleep at like the airport lounge. He would have like a few cocktails, and then his co-pilot was like, "Fred, we have a flight."
Dude,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you got to fly with that guy.
Which is like, clean it up, dude. Go to like find a lactation room or whatever they had back.
Yeah.
Just go in the parking lot, a bathroom. Take a few Z's in there.
I wonder if he would.
He wasn't functioning.
Yeah.
He wasn't a functional alcoholic.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if they had.
He was wear it on his sleeve. Alcohol.
Yeah, well, alcohol
coffee.
was everything back then too. It
Yeah.
wasn't like, I mean, our country really came a long way from being absolutely hammered.
And it was kind of a sexy, like you're a pilot, you go to the
Yeah.
airport lounge, you fuck a few stewardesses, you knock back some cocktails, and you get these people to Tampa.
Yeah.
Figure it
I
out.
wonder how many pilots were a little tipsy back then.
I don't know, but I looked it up in terms of the regulate. There's zero.
Wow.
It was a self-reported thing too. So that's how like fucked up and like a mess he was.
Yeah.
That even his friends who were with him were like, we can't fly with this guy.
Wow.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die if we don't
This is in the 60s?
can him. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. They
And-
didn't even have like a breathalyzer in the cockpit or anything to start the plane.
Sorry, everybody. We're going to have to deplane. I am a little too drunk to fly. It won't
Unless
start.
a passenger would like to come forward
Anybody?
and blow into the tube to win a prize.
Yeah. You get exit row for free on me.
You're going to want that exit row.
Yeah. I'll give you biscotti.
You get first emergency slide access.
Yeah. Because trust me, we're going to end up in the water.
You're going to need it. You get the good life jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just couldn't do it. Like his tie was askew. Like, get it together, buddy,
Yeah.
if you're going to drink. Everyone was drinking,
Yeah.
but he was just a mess.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for people like that because if you...
Oh, of course. This is
Yeah.
a tragic figure.
Yeah. Because if you're an alcoholic back then, it's everywhere. People probably smoking in the airport,
Yeah.
drinking in the airport.
This was no Billy Carter.
Yeah.
This wasn't a Good Time Charlie. This
No,
was
no. Well, I wonder if he was... So you
down
said
in
he
the
was...
dumps Danny.
Was he married?
He was married. He got married to a woman named Linda Clapp. Uh-oh. He started drinking just to cope with the chronic gonorrhea that she had. He got married. He graduated from Lehigh University and in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And then he went down to the Bahamas for a little trip.
Whoa.
And then he met this lady, Linda, who just graduated from high school.
Whoa.
So still in the...
A little old.
Definitely the apple didn't fall far from the Trump orchard right there. But they connected there, and then they lost touch, and then they reconnected because Linda needed an apartment in New York. And she's like, I think your dad has apartments. And he's like, yeah, sure. I'll help you out. But then they were like buddy. They were like, he would call her buddy and shake her hand when they left. So she wasn't really thinking anything was happening.
She was maybe a butterface?
No, she was cute.
Okay.
She was cute and she was nice. I think he was just being a gentleman. I think courting back then was like you were friends until you were engaged a little bit. Because like at one point he bought her a diamond necklace and like I don't know. They went to nicer and nicer dinners and.
You think courting was a little bit more respectable?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know either. It's interesting because you hear the stories are always a guy kind of being like, I saw your mother and I was crazy about her. And then I
Yeah.
followed her for 5 weeks straight.
Yes,
It's
I
like,
chased
okay,
her
well-
home every night.
Yeah,
and
so
she would
it's
go, no, please.
Yeah. And I knew she'd be the one for me. So it's hard
And I knew I could wear her down.
Yeah. So it's hard to
She was
imagine.
in flip-flops. I was going to catch her.
I was barefoot. I was crazy. I was hammered and then had no pants on.
I was running on all fours.
I was much more aerodynamic than her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to picture the hunt and then transition into
The
like,
hunt.
respectable. It's like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
maybe
it's
you have to be
half hunt.
aggressive on the hunt, and then once you land the courtship, you have to be a gentleman.
Courting back in the 60s, and it was like half hunting, half bribing. It was like you're taking them out to nice dinners, you're buying them jewelry, and this is to forget that at one point you pin their feet to the floor with arrows.
Yeah. Hi.
And she was like, and then that's when I gave him a chance because he was really going after me.
Wow, Luna, you got some talents, lady.
Yeah, she's
You okay?
she's a groundhog right now.
You okay? You're a honey badger.
Yeah.
You okay? Aw, you're so sweet.
Oh, but the Trumps obviously, I mean, they think a pilot's not good enough. Stewardess, she's a fucking...
Oh, she's a stewardess?
She's a stewardess.
Oh, whoa.
So they both love to fly.
Okay.
Away from their families, because they, or at least his family, because yes, they were thinking she was scum of the earth.
Wow.
They're like, oh, so you're like what, a sky janitor, basically?
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
You're a sky waiter.
Yeah, you're a stratosphere waiter.
Yeah.
Stratosphere waitress.
I mean, that is what they are.
Yeah, for sure, and grabbing ass and stuff, and that was definitely happening.
Grabbing ass. The
People
stewardesses?
grabbing their asses.
Oh,
their asses
yeah.
are there to be grabbed.
Yeah.
That was part of the job description.
My stepmom's a flight attendant. I mean, they get paid a lot of money, but I
She
think
still has the marks.
Yeah, miserable job.
Yeah, she's still got some nice bouldering holds in her butt.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, how's the trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a miserable job even today.
Yeah.
So I can't
think so.
imagine
My
anything.
uncle, probably a Scot, wanted to do it. That's
To
probably
grab
why.
ass? Oh, to get touched?
To get grabbed.
I don't think anybody was touching back then. They're all in the closet.
No, but now.
Is he a flight attendant now?
He applied to Delta, and he got in, but he didn't do it.
Oh, whoa. Why didn't he want to do it?
AIDS or something. I don't know,
Okay.
Sky AIDS.
Yeah,
I'm
Sky
not
AIDS
sure.
is tough. Yeah, you got to really...
They cured it down here, but up there,
Yeah,
it's
it's
still a mystery.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It spreads pretty quick.
Yeah.
You could die from LA to New York. They're called, you know what it is? It's your flight blood cells. They really go down.
Yeah, your T cells. Named also after Trump. T cells are the cells in your body that keep you straight. And when you don't have enough, you die.
Yeah.
But Linda was a stewardess, and the family didn't love this, so he brought her back, and they're cold to her. And then Marianne, who's older than Fred, who's the eldest daughter, but nobody really cares.
She's
'cause
still
she's
alive?
a lady. I don't know. I think she recently died, actually.
Okay.
Rest in power. But she put in a wedding invite, or wanted to put in a wedding invite, like a wedding announcement that Fred and Linda were getting married, that Linda would be attending Columbia University in the fall. Even though she never applied.
Whoa.
It wasn't on her list.
To make her look better?
To make her look better. You had to
Okay.
pad the resume, which I actually have no problem with.
that's fine.
I got no... Be like, she'll be the first woman in space.
Yeah.
Right after
Come
the monkey.
on down.
Men haven't been in there. It's going to be monkey, Linda, guys. And I don't think anyone would check. I don't think they sent it out like that because, they're like, well, that's insulting. You don't think Linda's enough. But pad it up, man.
Yeah, please.
Do
if
what you
everybody
gotta
hates
do.
you. I mean, that was the norm back then. Like my mom's family hated the husbands because they had 3 daughters and a son if they weren't Catholic. So just based on religion, families would hate you.
Yeah.
So you got to do anything you can.
Yeah, dude. Lie off the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a huge liar.
Of course.
Gotta.
So you got Heather?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's Linda. I had some other facts too about the airline regulations now that are kind of interesting about drinking. Unless you had anything else about Linda.
Lindy. Remember that song?
I do. Lundy.
Yeah, that's my stage. That's what I come out to.
Yeah, they put on that song for me. Could you guys believe it? Yeah, I don't think TWA is in existence anymore. No?
No.
But they still got I looked it up. They got something near JFK called TWA Hotel or something.
Oh, whoa. Maybe a relic.
Just a remnant. Yeah. Then they had no testing for alcohol. It was your self-grading. But now it's you ever self-grade in class?
Yeah, I was going to say. Whoa, I got 100.
Yeah, every time. Your blood alcohol content as a pilot now has to be 0.04, which is half the legal limit of driving.
So you can be 0.04?
You can be 0.039.
Wait, what's the 0.04 though? You're fired?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't fly. You're they got to change out
I wonder
the
what
captain and
0.04
crew.
is. Because what's 0.08 is drunk?
It's a good question.
Because
I don't know.
0.08
This
drunk.
is why you should have a breathalyzer around.
Yeah.
At the party.
Yeah.
Just to see what's what. See what's up.
I want to know my decibels here.
Yeah.
My
I like
alcohol.
to do it after I drive home to see how capable I was.
Yeah.
Under
Hey, look at that.
under
3.8,
trying
yeah.
circumstances. 3.8. Oh, crazy. It's actually my GPA. 4.0.
Is anybody get an alcohol scholarship? Maybe I should call the police and see what they're offering.
Someone knocks on my door. The police are there. Molly's crying. I'm like, wait, why can no one see me? I'm dead. 0.04. 0.04 for the pilots. And there's also a bottle to throttle rule, which sounds actually like a challenge.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
Yeah, it sounds like
a
something
80s hairband
Fred
thing.
was doing too much.
What's bottle to throttle mean?
I don't know. I think it's like it's a case race in the lounge before you fly.
Okay.
With the other guys. No, it's like 8 hours before you fly, you can't have a drink. But if you drank heavily and you stopped 10 hours ago, if your blood alcohol's 0.04,
Damn.
you can't.
I would be so afraid. Because pilots in our lifetime have crashed planes for being drunk.
Is that true?
I think so, yeah.
From being drunk.
I'm pretty sure there was a drunk. Yeah, there's been reports.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pilots are crashing dead sober now.
Yeah.
So maybe they should be a little drunk.
Yeah, maybe just get a little 0.04.
Yeah, maybe some creative thinking.
Yeah.
Some out-of-the-box solutioning.
Come on, get some shrooms in that cockpit.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. A little
Expand your
existential.
mind.
Yeah, let's go. You're already in the clouds.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, maybe if the Air India guy was like, all right, I'm going to pop open all the windows. Everyone's going to do this.
Yeah. 3.
Everyone on one side, roll! Like that one video you showed me, they just barrel roll and escape hitting the thing that bursts them into flames.
What was that?
Their landing gear didn't deploy, so they skidded on the runway,
Oh
and then
my
it looks like they're
God,
going to be
that was
okay,
crazy.
and then they're not.
Yeah,
but if they were rolling, if everyone redistributed their weight.
Can you imagine landing and then you're like, oh, that video is insane.
Yeah.
The Air India one's almost just, I mean, you're like, it's like 30 seconds after it took
That's
off.
why planes need to have a big red button that's a little NOS, some emergency NOS. Why don't they have parachutes or some kind of safety
There should be
thing?
something. You can't tell me there's not something we can do.
There has to be something.
Yeah, something now.
Even if it's like 1,000 little like car grade airbags on the bottom of the plane.
Yeah, there has to be something you can do.
Or bungee cords
like,
around
the
the
whole
plane
thing
so it
is
doesn't totally
slides.
fall apart. Sorry?
The whole thing is slides.
Yeah.
Just do
Yeah. Slides have never cracked in half and exploded.
bungee cord.
Yeah, just to keep the plane together so it doesn't crack in half, you know?
We would have never made it if it wasn't for that bungee cord hooked up to another bungee cord. You look down, the plane's cracked in half, and it's just 2 hooks. Oh! Yeah. Hold!
The pinky promise that saved everyone.
That's what we use in the pool trucks. That's how we keep together all the chemicals.
That's how I
in the
keep
back.
my backpack on my bike. Should be able to keep the plane in the sky. Also, there's if you're I guess passengers, but definitely mechanics and ground crew. They're mandatory reporters, not of
reporters,
not of childhood sexual abuse, but of if the pilot's drunk, the guys throwing the luggage in. If they see the pilot, like giving the co-pilot fucking purple nurples and pulling underwear over his head, and he can report him.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah,
you got to be. That's the RAs of the airport.
Yeah,
they got to tell
the guys on the little trucks.
Yeah,
I always wanted to drive. They look speedy.
They do look speedy.
They got some oomph.
I would like to whip around the airport. Yeah, of course. You want to be that guy. You never want to be.
Those made by Mazda or something. They look fun. They got a sweet turn radius.
Yeah, or the guys that back up the plane. That's got to feel powerful.
Oh, don't they just hook it to like a car and they back it up?
I think so, yeah.
Right? Or they push it?
Yeah, you tugboat it.
Yeah, that's nice. And please, if you're going to fly, just smell the pilot's breath. They should allow you to do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You should be like, hey, can I get a whiff of the pilot's teeth?
Yeah.
You know?
And they stand up.
Yeah, they should greet you as you walk in.
They
shouldn't say bye.
With something, though. They'd get masked with a bunch of pretzels.
Oh, minty? Suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
what's with all those pennies in your mouth there, Captain Dan?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Or if Fred's flying, he's like, "This is your speaking, Captain." Shit.
Fuck. Guys, get off. I'm sorry.
Get off. Everybody get off. I deployed the slide. There's wine at the end. There's wine at the bottom.
There's wine in my mouth. I'm drunk right now.
Yeah, there's wine coming out of my ears.
Wine.
Yeah, so Fred got let go. He Fred, according to his dad and to Donald, lacked the killer instinct, which I guess is true because he was fired before he could crash any planes.
Yeah.
So he actually that is correct. He never killed anyone except himself.
Yeah, so he just drank himself into oblivion and left Linda there?
Yeah, so they got divorced.
Ooh.
They had been talking about it since Fred the Third was 2.
Since he stomped
out of his mom and into the world. I'd like to hear Linda's take.
Yeah, I would love that.
He's like, no, he waddled and he cried.
He was a little bitch.
He kind of rolled. Also, the I didn't slide in. Slide.
Yeah, how do you think the rest of us got here? Woo!
Yeah, it's also just a gross visual.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the one that popped into that video at the end of Sex Ed.
Yeah.
So disgusting.
Yeah, imagine a kid just like runway walking down. Yeah, he pulls it open. John Cena.
Closes it.
It's like football players in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, they yelled like,
yeah, bursting through the banner.
I'm Fred Jr., Ohio State.
I am. Jamaica Estates.
Yeah.
Ate my own placenta. Happy to be here.
Stats.
Yeah. It was funny in the book. First of all, he's not a great audiobook narrator.
It can't be.
No.
They're not good at anything.
He's popcorn reading for the whole book.
Are bad at everything.
Yeah. But he also, every time, what did he say? We sat Indian style, and it wasn't called indigenous people back then. And I'm like, all right, did you need to include that? We know. Yeah. And that's the again my uncle's talking about. Donald was crazy though. When he got sent to military school because he was like a fuck up, loser kid. Not a loser, but just like a upstart, causing trouble.
Okay.
So he got sent to military school when he was in high school. He would like beat people up. Everybody hated him.
Well, he's tall.
Yeah, no, he was like a big bully.
Yeah.
And that's where he learned to be a big bully.
Yeah.
But like succeed by being a big bully.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point, Fred III and Don and his other uncle Randall, governors. I'm just thinking of islands. Rikers, Randalls, whatever. Don was like, hey, hit him. Hit your uncle. And Fred III was like, what? He's like, just fucking hit him. And then he did.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then Donald just couldn't stop laughing.
That's so funny.
He's like a psycho.
I mean, he is a psycho.
Yeah.
Stuff he's doing. You hear him in interviews right now, and he's just spewing.
You know what's weird, though, is I've seen moments where he is softening up a little. I think it's tiring to be a psycho bully the whole,
your
all
whole
the time.
life? Well, now he's 80, right?
Yeah,
He's
so I
79.
saw one thing about he was interviewing someone, and a woman who's a reporter whose husband is deployed in Ukraine, and it was like he seemed like he cared. He was like, I'm sorry, that's very scary. I wish him the best, etc.
Yeah, there are moments like that from his last term too, where he visit people in the hospital and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then they mention Epstein. He says the exact same thing. Like, sounds tough. Wish him the best.
Yeah. BB's a great guy.
Yeah, great.
True
dude.
hero.
Apparently, Don got his Cadillac slashed. Like the hood of it was a convertible, and he just said the N-word hard twice. That's no other words. Yeah.
All right, get in, everybody. I'm over it.
Yeah, just had to get that out.
Yeah.
Fred, so he ended up dying of alcoholism on the 26th of September, 1981.
Do you remember?
The 26th of September, when Fred was sent to the hospital.
Alcohol.
He rode alone in the ambulance. Nobody went with him.
Because they hated his job again.
Yeah, like, how about you fly yourself?
Yeah.
If you're that into transit, how about you get yourself to the hospital? They didn't put him in. There were two hospitals that some of the matriarchs were volunteered at. And then this other one that was also nice. They sent him to like the biggest public hospital in Queens. It was almost like a little fuck you. Of like, yeah, I hope you're seen on time. Good luck dying in the waiting room.
This whole thing of families like the Kennedys and kind of shunning the special daughter, and stuff like that. It's really hard to think about.
It's really brutal. Yeah. It's really tough.
Yeah, it's so much more.
It gets
wild
worse.
Animal.
Yeah.
Like,
let's eat him.
Yeah,
he's weak, and so we got to eat him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, okay, well, at least he's dying now, so we don't have to kill him ourselves. He wanted his remains cremated and his ashes spread all over the water, so just like a mixed drink. So he could,
couple of olives in the water,
a couple olives,
little
dirty.
grenadine.
Yep. So he could just be a cocktail for the rest of his life. But it does make sense. The son was talking about in the audiobook. He's like, think about my dad. He loved the water. He loved flying. He doesn't want to be in a box in the ground his whole death, right? So, however, they went against his wishes.
Oh no!
They went against his last wishes.
Let me guess. What else can you do? You can only back then, especially, you can only be in the ground. You're not doing any fancy Nordic wedding stuff.
Viking funeral.
People want those now.
Yeah, that's
Ray
true.
Zawadney has a joke. His mom wants like a Viking
They
funeral.
put him in the foundation of the new building they were
Yeah.
making in Manhattan, so that he'd
cement
still be a
him
part of the
upright.
family business.
Yeah.
I always knew you were going to be a part of this building. I just never knew how it would take shape.
It's beautiful, really. Yeah. It's a story nobody could have predicted.
They put him in a wall behind one of the paintings,
Yeah.
looking at a dirty window that he wanted to have replaced and a shitty toaster that he hated.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right.
It
I
is
hope you
right.
had the time. No case on that, baby.
Yeah, no
That's
queso.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to go.
What's going on?
I'm queso intolerant. Nuna hated that joke. Yeah.
Okay.
So they burned him up. So he's a bucket of ash.
Okay.
But then they buried the ash,
That's
which is fucked up. They buried the ash. It's like that's the worst of both.
pretty funny.
You either keep it on a box.
bury the ash.
Yeah.
That's really funny and
Yeah.
spiteful.
Yeah.
Put it in the ground. His spirit. No.
Worms are tasting it.
What did they put it in? Did they dig just a hole in the backyard?
I think a
Because
pot.
isn't his like Trump's ex-wife is just like buried in the backyard of something?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't know.
I think she like fell down the stairs and died, and they just buried her in the backyard.
I didn't have that killer instinct.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're either a killer or you're a box of ash
or you're
buried
a
in the
box
backyard.
of ash in the dirt.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Burying a box is tough.
Yeah. Well, it's a tiny. You know, you got an urn. And it probably wasn't an urn. They probably made sure it was like a cardboard.
They probably just found a hole. They
Yeah.
didn't even dig it. Yeah,
Put a rock over it.
Near the airport.
Yeah.
That's what he would have wanted.
just a manhole. Spoomp. How's that for water, Fred?
Hope you find what you're looking for.
This is what you loved, I guess.
And then at the funeral, only 2 people spoke. Who do you think spoke at the funeral?
Linda.
Okay.
How old was his son then?
20. Speaking age.
Linda
he'd
and
begun to talk.
the older sister.
No,
Mary
the
Ellen.
minister
Ah.
and Fred III.
What's going on? Do you just want to like hurt me? Fred. Okay, so the son
The
and the
son
minister.
and the minister who never met him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Linda didn't speak because she was a divorce. Probably didn't like him anymore.
She still went. I mean, she still had a
Yeah.
connection, father your children.
Okay.
But Donald, by the way, didn't even go to their wedding.
Wow.
Yeah. So Fred III was the only one who spoke, and then this minister. And then when Fred Sr. died, the patriarch who started this whole real estate empire, it was revealed that a majority of his inheritance would be split between his children, except Fred Jr.
Wow. They really hated
He
him.
disowned him basically
Yeah,
financially. Freddie's children sued and alleged that Donald, who helped draft the will, and his surviving siblings had influenced Fred Sr., who had suffered from dementia.
Did they win?
So he's the hand of the king, being like, "Don't give it to Freddie.
Yeah.
Don't give it to Freddie.
Did they win?
What is a box of ash gonna do with all that money?" I don't know if they won, but Trump, in retaliation, because if you sue Trump, it's not the end of
Yeah.
the story. He had said Donald in an earlier version of the will that he would get a share of the fortune and that he would give it to Fred III's son, who was born with cerebral palsy. He would put money towards his lobotomy. But yeah, the real estate mogul, Donald Trump, got his revenge by withdrawing the medical care for his nephew's sick child.
Oh my God.
Killer instinct, baby.
Jeez. Hey, now
I'm a
he's-
killer.
Now he's doing it to the whole country.
Yeah.
Gonna have a lot of ice.
Well, we tried to sue him too many times,
Yeah.
and Daddy's got to come home, let it
He
put his
goes,
foot
they don't know
down.
what I used to do, baby.
Daddy's home.
Yeah, it's all right there in the playbook of the past.
Yeah.
He's got his tricks.
So he helped engineer the will as his dad's losing his mind, and then he withheld
Wow.
funds for his sick nephew or sick grandnephew or something. It's fucked
Jeez.
up.
Yeah,
Fucked up. So it's a little bit to warm your spirits here.
Yeah, now he's killing the country.
On Overshadowed.
He's making this country cold with a bunch of ice.
Yeah, it's brutal, man.
Yeah, the families back then, it really was. Because now if you have a problem child or something like that, there's so much more attention to make sure that they have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
But back then, you're shunned by your family.
Well, at least now, if you do have a kid with some kind of disability or something, you can put them on a speaking circuit. They can go on
Yeah.
a tour, little TEDx.
I saw one of those guys back in high school
make
before.
some cash,
Yeah.
make some bones. There wasn't a way to monetize these cripples back then.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
that's very sad. And I
Yeah.
think that's very sad
Mm-hmm.
that we couldn't monetize.
Couldn't be
the
motivational.
Rosemaries. Yeah, of course.
No one needed to be motivated back then.
No.
They didn't realize they did. I saw the guy with no I don't know if he did this to you, if he made it to Maryland, but he made it to AZ. He came to this big convention center for a bunch of high school kids.
Guy with no limbs?
No arms.
No
and he played
arms.
the piano with his feet.
Whoa.
And he played in front of the... So he's on a stool, getting that core,
Yeah.
and like he's talking.
Was he shirtless?
No, I wish.
Yeah,
that
he
would
must have
been
ripped.
Yeah, he says his core was... And you're like, it has to be.
It
You're
has to be.
levitating right now.
Yeah.
I'm levitating.
Dua Lipa.
And he's playing the piano as he's giving with his feet. And he said he played in front of the Pope. And I'm like, the Pope probably didn't want that.
Yeah.
He probably was like, ugh.
What's Jesus?
How many times does the Pope have to go to somebody's special little talent
true.
show?
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, this guy has no eyes and he's going to see something for you. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing the Pope would be amazed by is like Jesus level miracles.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a blind man can see again.
Yeah. I wonder if they try to sneak that in if you're disabled. Hey, Pope,
They should have Vatican City's Got Talent, where it's just the Pope, and the X damns you to hell, and then the golden buzzer sends you right to heaven.
Yeah, you're saved.
Yeah.
You're raptured.
Yeah. And then they have one of the contestants who got the red X shoot the person who got the golden X, so they're destined to go to hell, and then they go straight to heaven.
Ooh,
They make them commit murder.
Yeah,
to
that's
send,
good.
They send each
hey,
other.
you got to pack it. Submit it to the Pope.
Yeah,
That's good.
I got a good spec script for
Italian
Vatican's
TV
Got
is
Talent.
hilarious. I think that would win.
That's such a good point, though, that the Queen, the Pope, they have to be like, Your Honor, this is the best yo-yoist in the world.
Yeah, he doesn't have a mouth.
Yes.
Like, oh.
Which is so key for the yo-yo.
Yeah.
He's the only fingerless yo-yoer in the world.
He said he wanted to just yo-yo in front of you one time.
Yep.
And the Queen's just dead tired. Like,
Yeah, it's got... I wonder if they do like... Because if I was the booking agent for the Queen or whatever, the planner, I would do it in a big 5-hour chunk.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like an America's Good... There would
Like
be a
Colbert.
line outside of Buckingham Palace of just a contortionists, magicians, motorcycles in the death wheel.
yeah.
It's just like dolphins they're like dogs who can talk with the buttons.
Yeah.
It would be
I
all...
love those dogs.
Those are great dogs.
Treat.
But at the end of 3 hours of talent, it's... I want to go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to...
I'm sure there's been times where the kid comes out who can like sing opera and they're like 8 and they can also spell every word and the Queen's they're like, where's the Queen? And they're like, well, she's not going to be seeing anybody today. She had to go bless a hospital.
Yeah, this is her niece.
Yeah. Her niece is just texting.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Go, do it. It's opera. I don't need to look. Why do I need to look? Yeah. What's funny too about all the judgment from the Roosevelts, the Kennedys, the Trumps. I don't know if this is true for the Kennedys because they might have had some European wealth, but all the other people, these American dynasties, they came from European peasants.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Trumps,
German.
Yeah, it's German and Dutch. I think it's Dutch and German, and they were like mackerel fishermen.
Well, I mean, but that's
They're
why
like wheat farmers, and that's why they left because they had nothing.
But then I think that's what when you get successful, then you're like, I knew I must be chosen because I came from nothing, and I must be so powerful.
Maybe it even means more than like what you can do because you don't have this royal blood. It's all about your own abilities.
I don't think to stay humble was around back then. It was get power,
get money,
get bitches,
get bitches.
Yeah. Because that's what America was. That was like, I think the Kennedys, what they were showing, like, you don't need to be... Sure, they had, like, political success in the family or whatever, but it was like, you don't need to be royal to rise up.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to
but if you were royal, you had a bunch of, like, little weird inbred losers running around, and it was okay because they had the stamp of the divine right of
they were
kings.
pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
were purely retarded.
Yeah, 100%. Not an ounce of normal blood in that kid.
It's funny to like think you're keeping the bloodline pure, and then your baby comes out like, and you're like, oh, that's the bloodline, huh?
That's what
That's 100%
That's what a
us.
biblical angel looks like.
That's a miracle.
Almost a demon.
That's the next generation of the royal family, huh?
Yeah, it's like the horseshoe effect. You ever heard about that? The horseshoe syndrome or whatever.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's what kids look like after they get kicked in the head with a horse. No, it's people on the totally far left and people on the totally far right are actually closer than you think. It's not a line, it's a horseshoe. So they're like, up here, the moderates, they're further from the alt-right, alt-left.
Okay, got it.
So maybe the same thing with purity.
Yeah.
You know?
That
could be a super hot, pure person, but I don't know, actually.
Well, what's the horseshoe then? That the pure person is retarded, and then people out of
I guess it doesn't
purity
make sense. I mean, Rosemary was hot.
Yeah,
say that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that doesn't apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can't even claim that you're making like a stronger breed of human because they're clearly weaker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's so much they can't talk.
Yeah. You see Midsommar?
No.
Like best case, they make you into like the town oracle.
Ooh.
That's what they do. They have this like one like fucked up, dude, and he just like scribbles in notes, and they think he's God. They think he's like translating God's words, and it's just a bunch of like outside the lines coloring books. They do whatever they think he's telling them to do, and then one guy who's one less removed interprets it.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Okay, you find corn.
Yeah, it gets gnarly. So I think that might be Fred Trump. So sorry about your whole life there, buddy. He seemed actually like a good one.
Yeah,
he was trying to carve his own path.
Yeah.
And he got
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if they got him addicted to alcohol. If they maybe made it so he was in an environment that couldn't succeed.
Well, definitely the dad. Trying to work with the dad was doing that. Like he was miserable with his dad. But then when he got fired from TWA for doing Jaeger bombs in between layovers, he went back to working with the dad, and they tried to make it work again. So he's just in this pressure cooker, and it's just it's not working. But yeah, Donald doesn't drink. Yeah,
Donnie doesn't drink. I think he would have been dead. I don't know what they're pumping that guy full of. He's 79. He's the oldest president.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got to be something.
Yeah, it's got to be something.